And just remember, students, always do your reading.
Hello and welcome to this year's final episode of Today in History. I'm your host, Emma Hardy, here with the star of the show, Mr. Lavin,
Hi.
to talk about what happened today in history. What do you have for us today, Mr. Lavin?
Well, I have 4 events to close out our year. In 1883, Buffalo Bill Cody, famous Western explorer, frontiersman, opened the first of his famous Wild West shows. In 1898, at Manila Bay in the Philippines, the United States Navy sank the entire Spanish squadron and took possession of Manila Bay in the Spanish-American War. 1941, a famous movie, sometimes rated the greatest movie ever made, Citizen Kane, had its premiere in New York City. And the one event I remember on this day was in 1960, a U-2 American spy plane was shot down over the Soviet Union. The pilot was captured, taken alive, and the incident wrecked a peace conference that was scheduled 2 weeks later in Paris. The Russian Premier Khrushchev became so angry that he walked out and the peace conference collapsed. And those are our 4 events for today in history.
All right, well, what an interesting day. We unfortunately don't have a history mystery question for this week because it is our last episode of the year, so I will be leaving the show. Had a great year, and I want to thank everyone who's watched for the past about 2 years that I've been on this.
Yes.
But hopefully Mr. Lavin will continue into future years, so I hope to see you all soon.
Well, I've enjoyed it too. Yeah, thank you very much.
And that's all we have. Thanks for watching. Hopefully he will see you next year.
For that?
And like the old soldier in that barracks ballad, I now close my military career just fade away. The old soldier tried to do his duty as God gave him the light to see that duty. Goodbye.
I said the camera's running.
I said goodbye. That's General MacArthur's farewell. Why don't you use
Yeah,
that?
I knew that.
That should be yours. Like the old soldier in that barracks.
I'm not sure if I can remember that.
The old soldier in that barracks ballad. The old soldier in that barracks ballad. I now close my television career.
I now close my television career.
Just fade away.
Just fade away.
An old television commentator
An old television commentator
who tried to do her duty
who tried to do her duty
as God gave her the light
as God gave her the light
to see that duty.
to see that duty.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. And scene!